Hey, what's up? This is David Draymond from Disturbed. You're watching the Kerrang podcast. Very, very excited. This has been a long time coming for sure. This is definitely one of the high points of our European run. Uh, we've been looking forward to this for quite a while, and people can expect a rather eventful set from us today. We've got some surprises in the bag, and I can't really talk too much about, but a few special guests here and there. Some additional instrumentation that is required for one song in particular that I'm sure you could probably figure out. But it'll be good. Looking forward to it. Metallica at Monsters of Rock, for sure. I had never seen anything like it. I'd never witnessed a band play with such ferocity. It was a defining moment for me in terms of learning what metal played at its height was truly capable of. Crazy stuff. Certainly a defining moment and life changing for me. I've said this many times before. I will re-emphasize. I don't really have favorite songs. The songs are like children to me. They're each equally precious. So I don't have favorites. The favorites really lie in the crowd's hands. And the wonderful thing about the Disturbed catalog is that everybody has their own favorites. So there's a fairly equivalent amount of energy from the crowd that we get throughout the set. I mean, obviously, when we play songs like Down with the Sickness or some of the bigger, more memorable hits, um, we'll definitely get a larger reaction, but there's a good, steady flow of energy throughout the set. There's not a whole lot of peaks and valleys. It's pretty much constant. So, um, yeah, incredibly difficult question. If you held a gun to my head, I'd have to go with Sabbath just because they're the band that started everything. And they're the reason why, as far as I'm concerned, every single band that is on this festival or has ever been on this festival is in existence. But to me, I hold Sabbath and Maiden pretty much in the same regard. I mean, Maiden took what Sabbath started and took it to a whole nother level. I feel that Maiden are probably, not probably, definitely the best at what they do. But like I said, Sabbath were the ones who started it all. We Sold Our Souls for Rock and Roll was one of the first rock records I ever owned, so I'd still have to go with Sabbath. I think that we're seeing a tremendous resurgence right now. Um, it's evident all over the world. Festival attendance are breaking records in the U.S. over here. The statistics that have come out of late, I think Spotify just put out a report not too long ago indicating that hard rock and heavy metal fans are the most loyal, the most passionate, and have indeed a bigger overall world following than all of pop combined. So I think we're in a fantastic place. And it just seems to continue to gain momentum. I just look forward to, you know, more newer, younger bands coming into uh, the limelight and really taking their piece of this pie. I've been very, very happy to watch, the progress of relatively newer bands like Volbeat, come into fruition, and really digging the guys in Beartooth quite a bit. I think that they're very, very promising. There's a lot of great stuff. The guys in Bring Me the Horizon as well. They've been a newer band that has really come into their own of late. I'm very encouraged by what's been going on in the world of hard rock and heavy metal, and I think everybody else should be as well. Craziest thing. I suppose it all depends on how you define crazy, but I mean, one of the most memorable moments for me was having somebody throw up a bag of their relatives' remains, cremated remains, on stage during our set, um, and with a note that said that their last wishes were that they be with us, and we held on to that. I think we still have it somewhere in one of the cases. Um, that was as weird as it got for me. It was pretty morbid, but it was also pretty poignant and powerful, and yeah, didn't really know how to take it other than to be, very humbled by the gesture.